Now, Donald Trump's presidency is ended, but trouble, of course, continues to mount for him. In a fresh development, the impeachment trial against the former president will be starting after the transmission takes place on Monday. The Senate's Majority Leader Chuck Schumer made the announcement late on Friday night. He said that Donald Trump will be on trial in U.S. Senate soon after an impeachment case is transmitted to the House of Representatives on Monday. The final trial will start from the 8th of February and has been pushed further by 2 weeks, as Schumer said that it would give preparation time to impeachment managers serving as Trump's prosecutors. The newly announced schedule reflects a deal struck by the Senate leaders to delay the substantive portion of the trial for 2 weeks so that the chamber may conduct other critical business, including confirmation of President Joe Biden's cabinet nominees.
Now, Mr. President, we have made good progress in our efforts to determine the timing and structure of the impeachment trial of Donald J. Trump. For the information of all senators, the House managers will come to read the article of impeachment at 7 p.m. on Monday, January 25th. Members will then be sworn in the next day, Tuesday, January 26th. After that, both the House managers and the defense will have a period of time to draft their legal briefs, just as they did in previous trials. Then, once the briefs are drafted, presentation by the parties will commence the week of February the 8th. Now, Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that upon the conclusion of morning business on Monday, January 25th, the Senate proceed to executive session to consider the following nomination. Executive Calendar Number 2, the nomination of Janet Yellen to be the Secretary of the Treasury.
Schumer also reiterated as to how it is important for the Americans to put the awful chapter in the nation's history behind, and that healing and unity will only come if there is truth and accountability, and that is what this trial will provide for. The House impeached the Republican leader for a historic second time on the 13th of January, just 1 week before he left office. He's been accused of instigating an unprecedented attack on the U.S. Capitol building by inciting his loyalists to cause riots and storm the place. But Speaker Nancy Pelosi has yet to send the article of impeachment to the Senate. The step is necessary in order to launch the trial process. The article of impeachment will be delivered by Monday, kick-starting the impeachment proceedings.
I've been in 2 elections. I won them both, and the second one I won much bigger than the first. Okay.
And our correspondent Susan Tehrani has been tracking this story very closely for us and has sent us this report as to how the new administration intends to carry forth with the impeachment of Donald Trump, the president who just stepped out of office, even though he's no longer the president. Listen in.
Pre-trial proceedings will have to start in the Senate, despite the fact that Mitch McConnell came out and said he is the Republican leader head in the Senate. Chuck Schumer, now the majority leader, the Democrat. He called on the Democrats and his colleague, Chuck Schumer, to maybe take a step back, wait for a while, let's try to pass this relief bill and then move forward. However, you know, he just asked for this just last night, and Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi came out with this bill today. So what's going to happen next are pretrial proceedings. That's the legal aspect of it. But the other aspect of it is the nature and the camaraderie that we sort of expected the Biden administration to quote-unquote set an example for. Well, they can't even come up with an agreement on when and how to have these proceedings move forward. How are they going to come to an agreement for dire, significant issues? So that's probably the backdrop of all of this. But on Monday, pretrial proceedings have to start when the articles of impeachment are sent to the Senate. That's just the way it is.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.